Welcome back students. I hope you are following my lecture videos. In today's video I am going to explain one more concept related to cycloidal curve. Before going to start the construction, let's look at the question and understand it belongs to which type of curve. I have come up with a question here like a circle of dia 40 rolls inside the another circle of dia 140 for one complete revolution without slipping. Trace the curve and name the curve and also locate tangent and normal at any point on the curve. Getting students, what terms makes you understand it belongs to a cycloidal curve? If you have gone through the yesterday's video, the terms like without slipping as well as one complete revolution, by looking at these terms we can understand the curve is a cycloid. So it belongs to which type of curve, as we have general method, epicycloid as well as hypocycloid. By looking at the term, one circle rolls inside the another circle. So when one circle is moving inside the another circle, we name it as hypocycloid. Looking at the question here, it is not given it belongs to which type of curve. It is asked trace the curve and name the curve. By looking at this statement, we can name this curve as hypocycloid. Dear students, in today's lecture, I am going to discuss with you all how to trace a cycloidal curve. That is nothing but hypocycloid. Hypocycloid is a curve generated when one circle, I mean this is the generating circle or the moving circle or the rolling circle, is going to move inside the directing circle. Such type of curve is nothing but the hypocycloid. Let's take an example. I have come up with these two things. Let this be a directing circle or this is nothing but the fixed circle, where we have another circle of a smaller radius, that is 20, and the bigger circle is of radius 70. So this circle is going to move within the circumference of the another circle. So when this circle is moving within the circumference of the another circle, let this be the initial position of the circle. Let this be the initial position of the circle, where it need to complete one revolution touching the circumference of this within inside. So the curve which is being traced is nothing but the hypocycloid. This is the curve which we are going to trace in today's class. I hope you have gone through the lecture of epicycloid. Keeping in view the epicycloid, I am going to give certain instructions where you are supposed to follow that. So I am going to locate point anywhere in the space in the drawing sheet. Let the bigger circle diameter is 140. So we are supposed to draw with the radius 70. The generator, I mean the directing circle, DC is nothing but the directing circle. And the smaller circle radius, I mean the diameter is 40 and its radius is 20. So this information is related to the generating circle. And we are supposed to calculate even the theta, whereas theta is given as small r by capital R into 360 degree. So where small r is the radius of generating circle and the capital R is the radius of directing circle, where upon calculation, like radius of the smaller circle is 20 divided by 70 into 360 degree. So we are supposed to work out the calculation for this. Why? Because as we are supposed to locate point O dash here, and with O dash as a center, we are supposed to trace the curve that is nothing but the R70, isn't it, with R70. So from here we are supposed to locate a line touching this curve, and we need to draw angle till where this circle is going to, I mean it will be inside, inside till what position it is supposed to end. So we need to have the end point that is nothing but the A point, and this is the P point. So upon calculation, in the calculator, if you see 20 divided by 70 into 360 is found out to be 102.85, and you please do calculate this all in the beginning, and we are supposed to work out even 102 divided by 12. So 102 divided by 12 is also very important for all of us. Why? Because we are supposed to calculate, I mean divide the circle as well as divide even the R. So upon calculation, 120.85 divided by 12 gives comes out to be 8.57, dear students. So theta is nothing but 102.85 and 8.57 is the arc distance where we are supposed to make this into 12 equal divisions. Hope you go back to the epicycloid and work out the construction steps, and which I am going to talk related to that only here, but the difference is it rolls within the another circle. It rolls within the another circle. Now as the circle is 70, so with 70 radius and this as the center, draw an arc. Getting later, this point is named as O dash, and this from here draw to your left touching the arc at any angle, just it need to touch this. Getting? This is the line where we are going to work out the construction. As I told, the circle is inside. We know the radius of the generating circle, that is nothing but 20. So measure the distance inside 20. So this is 20, this point is 20. Getting, dear students, this is a point where I am going to name it as O, and this point is nothing but P. So P, we got P as well as O. So now PO is the radius. PO, how much is that? That is 20. Now 20 is the radius. 20 is the radius, and O is the center. O as the center, draw the circle. So this is how you are supposed to work out the construction of the Hypo Cycloid. Later we are supposed to divide this circle into 12 equal divisions. We know how to divide the circle into 12 equal divisions. So this is how we are supposed to, this as a center, cut arc either sides. I hope you know how to work out the division of a circle. Next, this point as a center, cut the arcs either sides of the circle. Yes, students, sharpen your pencil from time to time to make your drawing so neat in its diagrams, and also make sure to carry all the instruments as well as the calculator. Why? Because we are supposed to calculate theta value. This is how you are supposed to divide the circle. See, upon division you are supposed to divide even the arc of the circle, so that is being found out by the angle. So make sure to use only H pencil until I tell you to use the HB pencil. So these all are the general constructions where you are supposed to work out using very thin lines. I mean to use only the H pencil, dear students. So I told you to work out even the lettering as well as numbering in neat standard, so that gives a better impression to the examiner. So this is how you are supposed to divide this. Later we are supposed to work out the angle, I mean the arc, where this circle is going to rotate end the point. So this is A, that is nothing but 102.85. It is found upon this calculation. So placing your pro circle on this point O dash and checking the value of 102.85, or you can take approximate to it 102.9 or 103. So it is 5 here. So here is the point. So make sure to work out this and join this so that the circle rotation is going to end at this point, and this point is the final point. So let this be A. PA is a point, PA is arc where we are going to end the curve rotation when it is moving within the another circle. And as we have divided the circle into 12 equal divisions, we are supposed to divide even this arc also, dear students. That is 102.85 divided by 12. It is being found out and worked out to be 8.95 or 8.75. So I am taking between 8 point and this. So This is the reading which I am taking with the, and using trial and error method you can work out this. So this P is the initial point and this is mark 1. Later this is 2. So on, cut this into 12 equal divisions: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is not exact. So what I am going to do here is I am going to erase this and take the length bit in its increase in size. Then I am going to work out the trial and error method to get it into 12 equal divisions. What I am doing here is I am bit increasing in its length distance. Now I am going to trace the arcs. So this is my 1 on the curve and this is 2 and later it is 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So on, cut 12 equal divisions accordingly and work out this problem. So you are supposed to divide this into 12 equal divisions, keeping in view, and draw all the points from this using H pencil. So let this be 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. So dear students, if you are not getting, use trial and error method to draw these arcs. 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the last division is the 12th division, and the last division is 12. Please make sure to work out trial and error method. You are going to get these divisions. Later what we have to work, we need to locate the locus of center. In order to locate the locus of center, O dash and O is the radius, isn't it? O dash and O is the radius. Draw the locus of center touching this PA line. So this is nothing but OB, where we are going to locate our center positions along this. So this is O1, isn't it? This is O1, O2, O3, so on. Later, upon the construction, as I need to tilt this circle in the anti-clockwise direction, as it is a hypocycloid. So please trace the arc curve like this and neatly draw the arrowhead. It is supposed to rotate in this direction. In this direction, the curve is supposed to be rotated, tilted. So we are supposed to trace. So this is 1, this is P. So as it is moving in this direction, right? So this is 1, this is 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can skip few numbers and you are not supposed to write all the numbers. So your paper should not be filled with the letters and numbers. You can skip those. And this is 1. So what we are supposed to do upon general construction, we are supposed to trace the arcs from this. So let 1 and 11 is a point where I am going to take this as a radius. So draw the arc. So upon these arcs, we are going to get the curve. Later, O2 is the radius, O dash 2 is the radius. So we will be getting from 2 points, 10 and 2 are going to intersect. So draw one more arc until it touch OB line. Later, 9, O dash 9 is the radius. O dash 9 is the radius. O dash 9. Then O dash is the center for each and every point. So draw an arc. So this is how use only H pencil and work out. Your problems will be very neat, and sharp your pencil from time to time. And 8 and 4, from 8 and 4 you are supposed to work out. Later 7, 5 and 6 and 12 will be only one arc. Why? Because 6 and 12 is only 1 points. only 1 point. So 6. So work out accordingly. This is all what which we have done in the general cycloid as well as epicycloid, drawing the arcs. Whereas in general cycloid we have drawn the straight lines. In the hypocycloid and epicycloid we are supposed to work out the arcs. So this is a point, this is the first division. This is a point O1, the center, locus of centers I am going to locate. This is O2 and O3, O4, O5, O6, O7, O8, O9, O10, and this is 11 and this is a 12. These are the centers where this circle is going to move within the circumference of another circle where this point is going to end. We are going to trace the curve, dear students. Later with this, now how to practically we have seen this, but in theoretically how it is going to apply is we are supposed to follow certain points, the general construction. So the theoretically PO is the radius, 20 is the radius of the circle, and O1 is the center. Cut the first line where it is. You look here, this is 1 and this is 11. So 1 and 11. So cut the 1 line. So without disturbing this, why? Because the center is not going to change upon rotation as well as the circle radius remains same. So go to O2 position upon the rotation in the anti-clockwise direction. So your circle gives movement to till here. So these are the points of intersections. If you see, you got 1 point of intersection along this 2 and this. Later O3 is a point and cut the third line, and O4, hope you are getting, whereas in epicycloid you are going to get curves outside the circle. As it is a hypocycloid, you will be getting arcs within inside. So this is O5 and this next O6. Please make sure to write the letters and numbers in order not to confuse. Later after the diagram you can work out the letters and numbers in neat handwriting. So this is O7 is a center. Come back here and look at 7 is here, again 5 and 7 line. This is a 7 line. So 5 and 7, O7. Later O8 and check the 8th curve. Here is a 8th. Getting 8 here, and O9, 9th. O10, 10th, O11, 11th, and O12, 12th will be at the 12th, O11, 11, and where is that? O12 is here, the final thing that will cut here at the end. So these are the points of intersection where you are going to get later. You are supposed to take HB pencil, isn't it? The final curve need to be worked out. So at this point you got 1 point here, and here 1 point, and here. So make sure to draw all these points in dots first and do not make it from here. This is P1, and just join all these points with the dots, using dots, and then join this. Then join all these points, sharpening your HB pencil so that you are going to get a very neat curve, and that curve is said to be a hypocycloid. And make sure to work out even this, where the circle is touching the circumference of this. So this is nothing but our outer curve. Yes, students, this is the construction of working out the hypocycloid. So you are going to get very neat. Later in the question, it is also asked to locate the tangent and normal at any point on the curve. It is asked to draw any point. What I am going to do here is I am going to trace a point anywhere. Let this be a point I am taking into consideration. You should take towards your right, not to the left. So this is a point, and I am naming this point as M as a point. Now M as a point, same similar construction as which we have done for the epicycloid, and M as a center, cut the locus of center, isn't it? This is the locus of center, isn't it? This is the locus of center, OB. Let that be C point, And what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to join this C to the center. We are supposed to locate the tangent and normal to the curve from the center of directing circle. Isn't it? This is the directing circle center. This is the directing circle and it is the center. So it is meeting the point here. We are supposed to extend this out so that this point is nothing but the N. This is point N. Getting there, students. Later, in HB pencil, using HB pencil, draw a line from N to M. Draw a line from N to M, fixing your drafter. Wait, because this is the perpendicular where we are going to trace the tangent. So NM is the normal to the curve, and this scale, if you take it on to the M, so that is the tangent to the curve. That is the tangent to the curve. So this is T and this is T dash. I hope you are getting my points. And later we are supposed to furnish even the radius of this. The directing circle is given. And do not forget writing the dimensions of this. I am writing here, for example, let it be. So this is the dimensioning whichever is given in your booklet. You are supposed to work out the dimensions of that. This is the dimension line. And fill it, arrowheads, closed and filled arrowheads, very neat in its size. And your lettering numbering to be done only in HB pencil. So this is given as pi 40, dear students. Your handwriting to be very neat. And this I have taken to locate the radius of the directing circle, that is given as R70. And do not forget to write the value of theta here. So make a bit neat arc and write theta here and write the value of theta to be as we have worked out to be. This is 102.85. So 102.85. This is how you are supposed to work out, and try to put this theta in the box. Many people are making it a rough box. So make sure to draw even the box using the scaling so that gives better look to your drawings. So this is how you are supposed to write. Do not forget to write Hypo Cycloid here in your naming. And this is the construction of a piece Hypo Cycloid. Make sure you are going to work out accordingly. Hope you are liking my videos, and try to subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.